Hi again guys, welcome back to the Fluffy Demon, and I'm still Tom. For this video I painted 5 miniatures and an extra one, so 6, in sort of time limits. So I started off with giving myself the most amount of time of 1 hour, so 60 minutes. Then I gave myself 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and finally I tried to paint as much of a miniature as I could in 1 minute. Idea of this was to see what you can do to improve the speed of painting something and what you need to concentrate on to make something look good in a short amount of time, as well as thoughts on what you could do about colour schemes and other ideas so that you can make a sort of a fast colour scheme and be able to get your sort of army ready onto a board and playing fast, and also what maybe not to rush too much and the benefits of taking your time on other things. So just trying to find a nice middle ground. The aim of the video is to also say that you shouldn't rush your paint jobs either. Focus on the bits that end up making it look good, and the rest of the model should kind of take care of itself. You also want to pick a colour scheme that's probably quite easy and quick to replicate without looking too bad, and then when it comes to painting that sexy character you've got, make it look good. As I gave myself a time limit on them, I thought I could do a nice little bit of building conversions beforehand, just because I knew I wasn't going to spend as long on the actual painting side of them. I think even down to the 5-minute model, you've still got a fairly tabletop sort of worthy model. And if you're batch painting, you go and just paint one colour after one colour on say a whole unit or whatever, you could get these guys done very fast. Be definitely interested in trying to do this challenge again with some different chapters. Thought Blood Angels could be a fairly easy one. So you can paint fast, make it look good, but without rushing. I challenge you to sit down and just paint as much of a miniature as well as possible in 5 minutes. See what you do. So maybe some of the things that you want to think about when you're doing an army. If you're wanting to just get ready and get on your tabletop fast, think about what colour schemes you want to do, because they'll affect the speed that you can do things. So Iron Hands are pretty fast, which is why I've chosen for this challenge, because effectively they're all black and then with a bit of metallic sort of trims and things, and then just spend a bit of time on the eyes or just some nice little features. And if you get like transfers as well and get good transfers, you can stick those on like the shoulders, or just play without the symbols for a bit and just until you like slowly get them on, and play with them on the tabletop before they've had the transfers on to start with. True secret to becoming a better painter is to drink all of your paint water and eat your paints. So the sort of colour schemes that are going to be faster are ones that are using the stronger colours that have the bit more opaque. So so your darker colours like your blacks obviously, and then reds, greens, blues, and like sort of tending towards the darker tones of those. You're going to struggle if you're trying to do it fast with, say, like white scars or imperial fists, because yellows and whites are generally quite a hard sort of armour colour to make it look good still. Then like techniques in terms of that, you're going to want to sort of maybe use dry brushing. It's sort of going from the top down to the bottom of the miniature, just in slowly getting brighter and brighter colours or lighter and lighter colours, and hitting less of the model each time. It's kind of a fast way to get that sort of highlight in comparison to edge highlighting, which is very slow. So anyway, it's been a while since I filmed all that footage. I'm finally sort of getting to the point where I can post it. So I've been editing it, but life's been hectic. So here are my 5 top tips on painting a big army. Number 5. Painting big armies and lots of troops or whatever can be really boring, so you're going to want something fun to do, like listen to a podcast. Some pretty good ones. Trapped Under Plastic by Miniac and John Nenas. Oh, Scott, I guess, the Miniature Maniac, if I'm using their names. Also Warhammer's pretty fantastic, or just any sort of podcast. Doesn't have to be like miniature painting or Warhammer related. That'll keep you going a bit through the momentum of slugging through painting lots of scregs. Number 2. Did I say number 2? Oh, that would have been number 4. Switching up a bit, so say you paint like your squad of troops and then you go on to paint your more interesting character or a different project where it's maybe something different, completely different, like a bust or just a bit of kit bashing, you know, vary it up a bit so it's not all like the same thing constantly. Number 3, you know, find a colour scheme, play around first before you decide to paint your entire army. Maybe get like the little squad, or maybe an easy to build or a basic, just some basic guys, some cheap ones or some second-hand ones off eBay, and just go through, practice your colour schemes, see if you actually enjoy it and enjoy the final product, or if they bore you to death, and then painting 80 of them or 70 of these like little guys who've painted like whole army, you're not gonna, it's just never gonna happen. Number 2, just don't play Adeptus Plasticus. You know, it's a hobby, it's about having fun. Do what you want to do, really, that's the most important thing. Number 1. Isn't it simple? Pay someone else to do it. Now you have a fully painted army. See you on the battlegrounds. And if there's anything you'd like to see on this channel, hopefully I'll get when I get a better camera, I'll be doing some like tutorials and things so you can actually get close up and actually see what I'm doing. But until then, I'm probably just going to stick to challenges mostly, or just sort of fun ideas, maybe a little bit of sort of guidance. Please like and subscribe.